The latest Marist poll, which is also our first in New York City since the Democratic primary, shows Mamdani putting together the same coalition he had when he come from behind to win that primary. Now, Democrats, of course, the largest number of voters in New York City in the general. They were in the primary, obviously, and he carries them again. So the coalition is intact. Let's take a look at some of these numbers. In a four-way contest, Mamdani scoring 45% right now to almost 24%. That's a 21-point advantage for Mamdani. Sliwa and Adams trail behind. Now, there's also been a lot of talk about, what happens if one of those or both of them get out of the race. Well, it's an interesting dynamic. Cuomo does do better if Sliwa and or Adams are out of the picture. But although he picks up more of their support than Mamdani does, the lead for Mamdani cut in half, but still 10 percentage points at 49-39 over Cuomo. So although Mamdani's under 50%, it's getting real tight and getting real close for him on that. So I think that speaks to the fact that Cuomo's campaign has, had some impact, but has not really kind of had any kind of the knockout punch that he might wanted to by, emphasizing Mamdani's record. In fact, when we look at the favorable, unfavorable reaction of likely voters to both Cuomo and Mamdani, we find that Mamdani's got a 52% favorable rating to only 40% unfavorable rating. And then when we look at Cuomo, his numbers are just the reverse, 39% favorable to a 59% negative. So Cuomo's got the high negatives. Mamdani doesn't. And Mamdani has the lead. Cuomo trails. And if you take out the other two candidates, Mamdani's margins cut in half, but he's still in the driver's seat for sure. I should point out also that in these numbers, we see a city that is really grappling with the economy. A lot of people, an overwhelming majority, think the city's not affordable, and they also think the city's headed in the right direction. So change is in the air, and if you look at one candidate who they see as being the most change likely, that seems to be Mamdani right now. Still debates to come. Maybe Cuomo can make some inroads in those, but right now he needs something, and something large, to change the dynamic of this race. The narrative needs to change in order for him to be more competitive, or else Mamdani's in the driver's seat, as I said.